what they call butter the backbone. I'm going to be the butterer. I'm going to put a little backbone. And you're going to take it, and you're going to set it down. Real good. Now, I'll take my little finger and try to clean out this mud a little bit.
Ooh, I have a really good spot for this one.
Sorry about my crazy looking desk, but it is what it is.
All those are bright, and it sometimes it's good to have a different color.
Have you ever had this before? No. So that seems like you've had. So that's a very, very astute observation. So yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I'm going to give it a minute to see if anybody comes on. Again, sorry about the condition of my desk. It's just a little messy, but if you're a junk journaler or a crafter, you probably understand. So today we're doing the last page for my junk journal for January and February. I started to say March. It's not even March yet. Tomorrow, still got a few more hours. I forgot to put this in the junk journal thing, so I hope somebody comes on. But anyway, the only thing I've done so far is cut out this little piece of paper and wrote on it my quote for the day, which is count the garden by the flowers, never by the leaves that fall. Count your life by the smiles and not the tears that fall. So that's going to be the center part of my page. And then I think I'm going to use some of this paper in the background. It is Stampin' Up! Paper, and it's double-sided, which I have a love-hate relationship with double-sided paper, because I like both sides, and I always have to use one or the other. So this side looks like a marbled granite. And then, of course, this side is the beautiful flowers. So, but first, let's take a look at, not my desk, but my junk journal where we left off. So, there's the alligator mouth. Get this out of the way because I'm going to not hit stuff. So give me a second. Okay, so we left off at this page. This is the page we did last week on the live. Move this, it's got a shadow there. And it was about making change. So I see 3 people watching. Say hello if you're there. And then this is I just did some little random drawing in here and wrote some things down. It was nothing major. And then this is the next page I did. That is, love is not always perfect. It is a fairy tale, a storybook. It doesn't always come easy. Love is overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, learning to stay together, holding on and never letting go. It is a short word, easy to spell, difficult to define, and impossible to live without. Love is work, but most of all, love is realizing that every hour, every minute, and every second was worth it because you did it together. And then this is just a little pocket that I made, and I have some journaling on there, and this little key that I put on with a bulb pen. So, and then there's the roses and the cutout for the 22nd, because this was the 22nd of February. And I thought I actually had the numbers match up this time. There's a little doily back there that I cut in half so it could be on both sides. Little ticket stitched around. And then the next page, this is a digital image from Tsunami Rose. This is a digital flower. It was not one of hers that I found online. Cut out butterfly. I'm not sure whose that was. This is from the Digital Collage Club, and it says, change the world with your smile. Don't let the world change your smile. And I'll bring that up closer, hopefully. Turn it sideways though, so you can see it without trying to hit the camera. I love the little dragonfly image. And then the next page, I altered a junk mail envelope, and it has a little poem in it that came from that poem book called Things That Count. And this is where I'll put any journaling that I don't want seen. Notice it just. And this one says, use the talents you possess. The woods would be very silent if no birds sang except for those that sang the best. And that's a quote by Henry Van Dyke. And this page was inspired by a YouTube channel I watched called 49 Dragonflies. And I fussy cut this image from Tsunami Rose. And this paper in the background is, I believe it's Prima. And it's got layers of washi tape around it. But I used an X-Acto knife to get the center of the flower cut out. And it says, like wildflowers, you must allow yourself to grow in the places people thought you never would. And then it just had EV. I'm not sure who EV is, but that's the quote. And this is also a digital image by Tsunami Rose. And then this is yesterday's. It says, what if you simply devoted this year to loving yourself more? And it's, this was actually snowflake paper back here. And then this is a little piece of map. This was from the Prima paper. It was the back side of one. I don't remember what was on the other side. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different kinds of washi lined up across the bottom there and here. I cut out of a rose. I think this was from the Digital Collage Club. And then this here is on a brad, because I have journaling back there as a note to myself. And this little rose just stops it from spinning around. And then there's February 26th. This wasn't yesterday's, it's the day before yesterday. And this is yesterday's. This is paper from Tuesday morning. Those little flip out magnetic books that you can buy. All kinds of stuff in the way here. And these are from, I think, Debbie Robinson. Hi, Sierra. How are you? And these two birds were from Debbie Robinson or Deborah Robinson on Junk Journal Junkies. This was digital collage with a Martha Stewart. I think it's Martha Stewart. Doily in behind it. Give me room to journal there. And then this is just collaged. It says sometimes you have to choose between planting roots or growing wings. And I thought that turned out really cute. And this may be Tim Holtz. I don't know. I found it in my stash. And it says open your wings. And then today, this is our page we're going to do today. And I am actually going to glue this together because I want it to be one cohesive page. Excuse me, I'll get this. Because it does not want to stay open because it is so chunky. Tape or glue, I mean. Thank you, Sierra. I'm good. A little tired, but you know, that happens, right? So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue and I'm going to run a bead here because I want to make this one page. I'm glad you stopped by. So this is going to be the background. I don't know if you saw that. Let's see. Let's measure that real quick. We need it to be about 5 inches by 7 1/4. So I'm going to probably be off camera a little bit because my computer's sitting here so I can see chat. I don't have much space. Thank you, Sierra. I tried to also support my friends. Sometimes it's easier than said than done, though, isn't it? You got so much going on, it's hard to keep up with everybody. Okay. What do I do there? So let's see. Flowers. You can cut that too short. Oh well. It'll work, right? We'll make it work. I had a bubble coming out of my glue. I think we'll go with the flowers. Yeah, this paper, this is from Stampin' Up, I believe. I love florals. Florals, butterflies, vintagey. Those are my things that I love the most. So, whoops, that's upside down. Of course, I just love paper in general. I don't like real bright pinks and, you know what I mean, the real bright colors. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It screams shabby. Okay. I don't usually make them match, but I think I'm going to this time. I need to cut that right there. Yeah, natural colors. Yeah, I'm definitely drawn to the natural colors. This is probably my favorite sheet in the whole pack because I couldn't get myself to cut it yet. Isn't that pretty? I think toned down with a little bit of vintage photo would be gorgeous. Okay, let's glue this one in. The pages aren't going to be exact because they're offset from each other, but it will be okay. So are you working on anything, Sierra? This is the last page for this one. I don't think I can put any more in there. Yeah, I think I like this one because of the grays. But the whole paper pack was just gorgeous. This is the first thing I've ever bought from Stampin' Up, and I've hoarded it for probably about, I'd say 5 or 6 months. I got to trim this off. Since I decided since this journal was for me, why not use it? Since I am the one that loves it so much. I want to do some stamping on some muslin, which I thought about doing tonight, but I forgot to dig the muslin out. I've never done that. I did go to a craft store tonight and they were having some clearance, but I didn't find anything I couldn't live without. Okay, I've got this piece of lace that I think I'm going to put down this page. Just keeps wanting to open. Lesson: going to do a junk journal like this and actually decorate every day. Do not put 2 months worth of signatures in the said journal because it becomes a major alligator. I usually use art glitter glue for everything. Yes, use your hoard for your own journals. But for lace, you have to sit and hold it for so long with any other glue, so I decided to use the beacon. I saw some that Laurel had done. I thought was really, really cool. So I thought, oh, I like that. Now I want some ribbon. My ribbon stash is falling apart here. Need something to bring out that. Ooh, let's do this. I get the art glitter glue from Amazon. I get it in an 8-ounce bottle. But they won't ship it when it's really cold. And you don't want it to get really super hot either. If it gets really hot, it'll start to separate and it loses some of its integrity. I found out the hard way. What do you think? Black ribbon over top of that. I think it was $11 a bottle, but I refill these little bottles. Jan from Jan's Crazy Life sent me the bottles, and one of these will do so much. I mean, just probably 3/4 of this journal with maybe 2 of these bottles. I just refilled them tonight. We'll try this one with the art glitter glue because the tip is so fine that it just puts a very small bead of glue on the page or paper. I used it to cover this journal with fabric. They got those on Amazon too. They were like, I was looking at for some new ones last night. I think they were like $8, $6 or $8 for a dozen. Wasn't a bad price. I love Amazon. Hey Justine, how are you? So I like that. Now somewhere here I have a little butterfly. That is lace, but I don't know where I stuck it at. And that maybe I do. Maybe it's right. Nope. You ever put things away and then you can't remember where it is? Yeah, that's my life. I never know what I do with things. Here. That's a doily. Okay, well, plan B. I got these from Digital Collage Club, and I sat there and fussy cut them all out today. That one's too bright. This one might be pretty on there. That one's too yellow. I love Digital Collage Club, but you have to watch for a sale because otherwise it is really expensive. Oh, Justine, I'm sorry you have a headache. I'm just putting in the last page for this journal. Next week, I will be working in one of my inserts because I cannot put any more in this alligator mouth journal. It just will not close. See how thick that is, Justine? It should have been 2 journals, but I did it in one. So, okay. I have had a headache myself today. I don't know if mine might be the stress of my job, but okay. So I think that little butterfly is cute right there. I know it doesn't exactly match, but you know, yeah, it is huge, chunky. I need to find something to put this on. At the base. Mine is on my temples and around my head, so that kind of makes me think it's stress. I'm cutting this down a little bit because I'm going to use this black piece to mount that on. I think I might get a white piece out of there somewhere. I wasn't as prepared as I usually am. I got distracted cutting butterflies out. I love the chunky journals too, but this one is just, I'm afraid it's going, it's like super chunky. I'll put this little piece of, I'm sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing, can you? I'm out of frame again. I have a silver shimmer paper that I'm going to mount this with. And yeah, I don't want to dig out the cutter. Thank you, Justine. So we're going to, this is where I wrote the quote down so I wouldn't forget it. So we're just going to reuse it. And pop that down there. Well, hopefully your headache gets better quickly. I think the cure for mine would just be a new job, but gotta pay the bills. Sadly, my art and junk journaling doesn't pay the bills. I wish it did. I would become a recluse pretty much, other than to go to the craft store or to the grocery store. Okay, so there's that. Now I have try not to hit the camera. This little box of embellishment type things. Those are the butterflies that I sent on your your card. These came from Darice. And I went tonight looking for them because the craft store I got them at is closing. But they were sold out. And that is a layer of vellum on top of it, Justine. Okay. I thought I had some parts in there. We can use a doily. That would be pretty. Let's ink it up a little bit. Hope I'm not too boring, girls. Sometimes I bore myself. Oh, come open again. So I'm just going to ink up just to tone down the white. Because don't we all just not like pure white? If you're a junk journaler, you don't like white. I gave the baby journal out to the little girl who got it. She loved it. That was so much fun. Her baby is so beautiful. I hardly ever use glue sticks, but I decided I'd try it on this doily. Because I always end up wearing more than glue than I wanted to. Okay. You have these little cutouts. These again came from the Digital Collage Club. Y'all probably get tired of hearing me say that, but again, watch for deals because when I got it, I paid like $17 for it, and it's now like $70 or $80, and a lifetime membership's $97. But it's a huge bunch of digitals that you can use, download, and whoops, almost turned that upside down. I'm putting the clock on here because for the first time in my life, I've managed to journal in some sort every day for 3 straight months. That's an all-time record for me. What do we want to put the date on? Yeah, it is super cute. I've got these, some of the stuff I didn't get cut out yet. There's the rest of the page. And let's see. Got these shabby chic butterflies. They're supposed to be 1 inch by 1 inch squares, but that is bigger than 1 inch. So, and then I got these butterflies. Hi, Purple Paisley Planner. Got these cool butterflies. And I just printed these out on regular paper because I wanted to be able to glue them down and not add a bunch of bulk. Because as we all see, I got plenty of bulk. Here's the birds. And then there's this one. So pretty. I mean, they have the prettiest, thank you, the prettiest images on their site. And then they have these little ones that you can make dominoes, cover dominoes with. But I thought, how cute to just use them on a page. There's hundreds of them. I downloaded stuff last night for probably 30 minutes, maybe 40. Okay, I need to find what I want to use for the date. Let's see. I don't want. No, don't like that one. Well, I like it. It's just too big. I could do that. Can you see that page all right because of the way it is shaped? I was digging in my stash and I found a whole roll of these red tickets that I forgot I had. There we go. This paper might work. We'll put that up there. Hello. Let's see. Rosa, right? My brain is a little slow these days, so please forgive me. Thank you so much. We went to, like I said, to the local craft store that is closing, and they had their fabric. If you bought a whole bolt of it, it was 50% off. I'm like, oh, wouldn't it have been nice to have the money to do that? Especially if you were a quilter or something. Okay, let's do this. Kind of looks like an award ribbon, doesn't it? I just want that flower paper to stand out though, because I love it. So let's get my pen wherever I've hidden it at. We're going to put the date on here. February 28th. Hi Deb, how are you? I'll go back and finish watching your video in a few minutes. I started to watch it and then realized as I was fussy cutting that it was almost 8:30. But I almost forgot to go live. And I was filling my bottles, and all of them filled good with my art glitter glue, except for one. And let me be honest, it was driving me nuts. Hi, Carla. How are you? So, Deb, do you recognize this paper? I don't remember what it's called. This is Stampin' Up! Paper I bought from you. It was 12 by 12 sheets, but I can't remember what it was called. I didn't keep the plastic that it was in. Petals and Promenade. Okay. They still have it. If anybody needs Stampin' Up!, check out Deb Houck's channel. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And she goes live on Tuesdays. Thank you. That is a digital image from the Digital Collage Club. Through May or while supplies last. Okay. Hopefully I'll get one before May because I love this paper. Well. Okay. Now I need something for here. What do we want to put there? I really wanted that other. I want another butterfly. But we'll use it in a different location. I'll put them in there. Let's put another butterfly on. No, that doesn't match. Okay. What? Something that's going to let the paper speak for itself. This is my little junk. Well, it's not really a junk bin, but it's where I cut out things that I think I'm going to use and just put them in there. I don't know. I can't get myself convinced that it needs anything else. Maybe some pearls or bling. How about that? Okay. And I bought that little tool from Stampin' Up. And man, it got into we got into a fight yesterday. So I'm not sure where I stuck it at. Because no matter what I did, the little sticky part just kept coming out. So I tossed it aside for the day. It works good most of the time. I think it was me, Deb. I really does. I think it's probably laying there laughing at me like I got the better of her. You know, if our tools could talk or had legs, they'd get up and run away. At least mine would. So just put a little bit of bling there because I like that. And I have to do things in threes. And this side, I just want that to show the date. So this is a kind of a short journal page, but I love how it turned out. Maybe that's what I did, Deb, was twisted the end too hard. It encompasses me. And all the flowers and the butterflies. Thank you. So I can do a video later and flip through the entire thing. I think out of all the pages, there's only one or two that I can honestly say I wasn't like thrilled with. This one might be one of my favorites that I did this week. This one here. And then I was making, you know, I'm always making something. I made myself some envelopes. They're recycled from my work. They're like the little manila ones. I can do a flip through now if you want. But I decorated them and then I wrote the different digital places. Like this is digital collage. And so everything I've cut out that belongs to the digital collage club, I put in here. This one is, and I had it wrong last week. It's called Far Mirage, not Fur Mirage. I got all the cutouts that I got from there in here. And I decorated them up to suit me. So now I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree one of these days and get myself like a basket. And then this one will probably be Calico Collage. I think I have some of hers on my computer. Okay, I'll do a flip through. And put these back. But I thought, what better use to recycle those envelopes from work that they were just going to throw in the trash. Hi, Rebecca. So I took them home with me and started making things out of them. So, okay. This has all of January and February inside it. I'll try to get some of this stuff moved up a little bit without causing a catastrophe here, so you can see it all. So I do need to write in here January 1st through February 28th. So I know what is in here. And this is the first one. And each one has a quote or something positive in it. Recognize, this one's my favorite because I wrote it myself, I'm not stuck on myself or anything. It says, recognize that every day was once a tomorrow and every today will be a yesterday, then live for today. And then this one is an envelope that says sometimes you have to step back, reset, so that you can be the best you. And this washi tape, okay, if y'all are still there, I'm sorry. My internet shut off, so I am running now on my data, and I can't see the chat.